What's up, boys? The year is 2021, and 10 years ago in Football Manager 2011, all of these top players didn't exist. Well, we start with new game. We start with England, Argentina, Brazil, France, Germany, Scotland, and that's it. So let's use custom database. We're gonna load nation from Egypt, Algeria, and Senegal with a large database. So let's click OK and start this game. Well, here are those players. Alright, the first player that didn't exist in Football Manager 2011 is JAIME VARDY. Let's type his name. VARDY. It's Sam Vardy. So JAIME Vardy didn't exist. It's not even a real player. It's a randomly generated player from Queens Park Rangers. So according to Wikipedia, he should be in Stocksbridge Park Steels club during this time period, or the FC Halifax Town, because the game started in July 2010. So between these two, Stockbridge Park Steels or FC Halifax Town. Let's see, Stocksbridge clubs. Stockbridge. Yep, there are no players here. Let's see another clubs in the same division. Yeah, only a handful of players that exist in this division. I don't think Football Manager 2011 sent scouts in this division. Let's see the Halifax Town. It's the same as Stockbridge, same division. JAIME VARDY has won a lot of things, like the Premier League and the FA Cup. This is a good player. He even played for the English national team in the World Cup and reached the World Cup semi-finals. Alright, let's switch to the next player. Gonna move on to France here. Gonna find N'Golo Kante. There's a lot of Kante here because I download Senegal on the database, large database. But as you can see here, no N'Golo Kante. Masire Manuel Madi Koli Isa Chikomar Baba Kante. There's no N'Golo Kante here. And Kante was born in 1991, age 30, and he started in Boulogne during this time, or the youth career in Boulogne. Let's check his club. Oh, this is the club. Yep, the same logo. And let's see, the youngest in the first team is Vincent Pajot. He's a lone player from Stade Rennais. Let's see the reserves. There's a lot of 20 years old players here. And on under 19, there's a lot of players that younger than N'Golo Kante, but simply N'Golo Kante didn't exist. Or most of these players are randomly generated, except for this one, I believe. Yeah, Van Den Abil, probably a real player. Kante has won a lot of trophy, including the Premier League and the World Cup, as well as the Champions League. This is a very successful player. None of the scouts in Football Manager 2011 managed to discover him. Yeah, there's a lot of scouts in France, but none of them managed to discover N'Golo Kante. So on to the next player who play in France too. RIYAD MAHREZ. There's no MAHREZ here. I using Algeria, of course, as a database, but there are two MAHREZ, but there is no RIYAD MAHREZ. So according to Wikipedia, he's supposed to be 20 years old in Football Manager 2011. Pretty old. And he played for Quimper or Le Havre du. Quimper Cornouel FC. There's only two players here. Okay. Not even a reserve or under 19 here. This is probably an amateur club. This is a real player, not a randomly generated player. Yeah, should be play for the reserve squad. There's a lot of player younger than MAHREZ here. Bleu is it's the second division in France, as well as N'Golo Kante club. N'Golo Kante club is the second division in France too. Ligue 2. Okay, but as you can see here, MAHREZ didn't exist. No scout from France or Algeria, for that matter. Thomas Ponte managed to discover RIYAD MAHREZ. This is a good player as well. Top player. Has won the Premier League as well as the African Cup, I believe, with Algeria. So yeah, that's the third player. Let's go to the fourth player, Mohamed Salah. Yeah, there's Mustafa Salah and Mohamed Salah here, but he's 27 years old. Again, Mohamed Salah, 27 years old. There are two Mohamed Salah with older age and a head coach, but not the famous Mohamed Salah. This Mohamed Salah is supposed to be 19 years old. In 2010, he played for Al Mokwaloun. Let's copy this. Al Mokwaloun. There's no Al Mokwaloun. There's no club named Al Mokwaloun. These are the clubs in Egypt. You can see here there's no club name as Al Mokwaloun. Nope. Zamalek, Ismaili, Al Ahli, but no Al Mokwaloun. His club doesn't even exist, and this player is one of the top players in the world. He won the Champions League and the Premier League, of course. It's pretty surprising. Let's see who is the scout for Egypt. Oh, it is Thomas Ponte is Algeria too. So Thomas Ponte is responsible for the Egypt scout. He failed to discover the Mohamed Salah. Yeah. And Algeria as well. So he failed to discover both Mohamed Salah and RIYAD MAHREZ. Right, the next player is Sadio Mane. There's Sadio Ba, Sadio Diallo, Sadio Sankare, but no Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane is from Senegal. In 2010, he should be player for Senegal club, Génération Foot. Let's search for that club. Génération Foot is Senegal. There's one player here. He's 20 years old. Mane should have been 19 years old. This is the only player that exists. I believe this is a real player. There's no reserve or under 19 squad too. So yeah, Sadio Mane, like Mohamed Salah, has won the Champions League and the Premier League. One of the top players. Next one, we gonna search for Draxler. There's no Julian Draxler. Let's go to Schalke. Too many C. Yep, this is his club. Schalke Nudre, age 27. He's supposed to be 16 years old in Football Manager 2011. So there's Joel Matip here. So it's pretty accurate. This is the only young player in the first team squad. What about Schalke 2? What about the under 19? There are 17 and 16 and 15 years old here. But let's see here. Oh, this is a real player, 17 years old. Nielsander and City. It's a real player too. Basically, the Draxler didn't exist. First of all, he's too young. He's probably in this under 19 squad. September 1993, 16 years old. So the only real player in the Schalke under 19 is 17 years old, but younger than 17. They're randomly generated, so kinda understand why Draxler didn't exist here. Alright, the next player is Andy Robertson. There's a player named Andrew Robertson, but he's 29 years old and it's a goalkeeper from England. So yeah, there's no Andy Robertson here. Andy Robertson plays for Queen's Park. He's supposed to be 16 years old in Football Manager 2011. So let's go to Queen's Park. Queen's Park in Scotland. There are 16 years old here. Owen Ronald, a real player here. Third division of Scotland. Yeah, Andy Robertson won the Premier League and Champions League with Liverpool. He doesn't exist in this Football Manager 2011 database. None of the scouts managed to discover Andy Robertson. So the next player is Fabio Enrique Tavares. Let's copy this name. He's supposed to be 16 years old and he's playing in Fluminense. First let's search his full name. Fabio Enrique Tavares. What about Fabio Tavares? Nope, no Fabio Tavares. Fabio Enrique. Oh, there is Fabio Enrique here, and his name Fabinho, but 29 years old, and he's a wingback. Let's see the club. I believe this is his club. Wait, yeah, just Fluminense. No BAMG or PI. Magnum PI probably. The youngest age in the first team is 21 years old. Let's see, the 16 years old. In the reserve is 19. Oh, there's a lot of 15 years old. Oh, this is a real player. Andre da Silva Ventura. So there's a 16 years old goalkeeper here. And probably a real player. The scout found it. But the other one is a randomly generated player. So not a real player. They only include one player here named Andre, and is loaned to Botafogo. Yep, the other 16 years old are randomly generated, excluding this player Andre. Probably doesn't exist, even though he's a quality player. He's won the Champions League, I believe. And the last player that doesn't exist in this Football Manager 2011 game is Paulo Dybala. He was born in 1993, so he should be 16 years old. And he played for a club called Instituto in Argentina. Let's see. There's a 17 years old here, Javier Correa. Pretty decent player. I believe he played in Mexico in real life at this moment. If you check out the reserve, the youngest one is 20 years old. Let's see if they're 16 years old. There are two 16 years old in the under 20s, but both of them are randomly generated. So yeah, if you click Dybala, there are no player name here. Let's see the scout for Argentina. There's a lot of scout here. Those are 9 players that doesn't exist in Football Manager 2011, even though they are the top players in 2021. So 10 years ago, no scout in Football Manager managed to discover this player. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for the views.